Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is SKTV coming to you live from Phoenix, Arizona. My name is Seku Kenan. Today is Friday, August 18, 2023. Today was a big day for the CPP. Speaking of the collaborating political parties in Liberia, as you may be aware, the CPP names her campaign team today, comprised of so many people, so many young people, some older and experienced people, some female and male alike. I think it was a big event, and more importantly, the event was actually covered by heavy rain or heavy rainfall. So it was so interesting to see how people were struggling under the rain, walking and making their way to the campaign headquarters, to the headquarters of the CPP. Melbourne, how are you? Are you there? Can you hear me?
Yes. I don't know whether you get to me. Sorry though, but it been a little bit difficult.
I know
Yeah.
it's been raining there the whole time, so I don't blame you if you have anything going on there. I know.
Indeed. In fact, I think it's in my jacket and so on. And then he said, but thank God at least that we are live. I don't know whether you're getting us. If you're getting us, then thank God.
Yeah, we are getting you very loud and clear.
Okay, but then good. Okay, so we are good. And 12 minutes past 6 from right here in Liberia. And today is the 18th day or the 18th of August and the 8th month, the year we mean 2023. So how everything from your end?
Everything is good. Everything is going very well. And we were the only problem. I did not have enough sleep, given the time difference. We had to wake up a little bit earlier to cover or to follow what was happening in Liberia. Sometimes when big events are happening like this, it's better you see for yourself, you cover it for yourself, so that you can be misled, you can be told. But I think we have a lot to cover today, Melbourne, and we have a lot of analysis to be made. And overall, I think it seems like the CPP is picking up or maybe rejuvenating her momentum again. Per what I saw today, I would have thought that the rain was going to actually limit the people. But what I saw today was a little bit, concerning to me. From the start, honestly speaking, when I saw the rainfall, while people were making their way to the CPP headquarters, I thought a lot of people, will have, staying home. I mean, even if people are paid to go to event with this kind of heavy rainfall, that is a good excuse to say, well, we wanted to go there, but it was raining too heavily. The only thing that can drive people to an event like this is the passion. If you're doing it from your heart, nothing can stop you. And sometimes people can fake things, but when they are in person, what's going on? Obadiah then came there. Neighbor, can you hear me?
Oh, yes, I'm getting you, Seku.
Okay. So yeah, because you were making sound. Okay, that's okay. So yes, you know, something happened today. Let me just play this video, just like a few second video, maybe. I want you to see this video. Is a few second video. Watch. Maybe, you know, actually, when I saw this video, I think this happened after when the people stood up under the rain for a very long time. It was soaked, but yet they were still energized. You could see the passion in the people. I think if those who are doubting Alice Cummings and the CPP, you better think again, honestly speaking. Because, you know, by the way, let me look at the other one. This is a video taken by Mariah. It's right on Mariah page. It was live when I watched it. Some of you can't just live without lying. Sometimes you can frustrate people with your lies. So I just want to take some of these people off. But again, you know, people got the right to think the way they want to think. This was a video that was just live when I was watching it. This is just like a few second video. People, it was raining. I watched the people soaking under the rain. But then you standing here say this is a past video. What I will do now? Maybe after the election again, you will say that only that 1985 election. Sometimes I can feel for some of these people. I think reality is setting in. Reality is sinking in most of the people. They are seeing the fact. Yeah, the thing is, it doesn't matter who you support. It doesn't matter who you support. It doesn't matter who you vote for. But you must be a human being. Don't act stupid just to get under, just to maybe because you want to dismiss other people and their achievement. That's not good. We are all Liberians. After the election tomorrow, whoever wins, we will have no other choice to respect and accept the way of the people if it's done rightly, free, fair, and transparent. You had your program, okay? You had your program, whether it was good, it was bad, that's up to you. Obadiah, I sent you the link. If you're able to come on, that'll be fine. If not, that's okay. So I was expecting Mr. George Wishner, who was actually, let me see. I just missed a call. Uh, Mr. George Wishner was to be here today, but given the level of rain they were under today, I believe he's extremely busy. But yeah, I'm expecting few of my boys here, those are in Liberia, to give us some update. And Abraham Colleges made it here in studio. That's our boy Abraham, who is reporting directly all the way from Vonjama City, Lofa County. Abraham is here. Avi, how you doing?
Well, I'm good. Mr. Kenner, it's a pleasure again to be on the platform. I'm excited.
I can tell. I can tell. I can see you doing very good there in Lofa. I mean, how is Lofa County?
Well, Lofa is good, relatively, and of course, Liberians or Lofians are doing their normal thing in terms of businesses, people going to school, working. You know, the atmosphere is cool. We are experiencing a downpour of rain. Of course, the weather is just cool, and that's just it for it now. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm glad that at least as far as in Lofa, the internet is good today, and the light is.
Yes.
So they kind of weather.
But is it really in Lofa, Abraham?
Yes, the rain just ceased, and of course, I was in a meeting, a meeting. Dialogue conversation with UC. UC has some meeting with media engagement with media institutions, journalists, community-based organizations, CSOs. We just left from there, so we gotta wait the rain cease. And you saw me, I was just running. I just entered the office and just go straight on the internet and say I'm already late. I'm like 15 to 20 minutes late. And
No,
Mr. Colonel come far in the discussion.
we just started actually. We just started. Yeah,
Okay.
but we're good. You did not miss anything. So Abraham, um, you know, take her up to speed to as to what is happening right now. Because I believe you watched what was unfolding in Monserrado in Morovia today. The
Yeah.
CPP naming of her campaign team, which we're going to dive
Yeah.
in sufficiently. But what's going on in Lofa County politically? You know,
So I would like to say this. Politically, Lufa is heavily charged in sense that all of the lawmakers, all of those who are aspiring or contesting for the various posts are already in the county. Since the pronouncement made by the National Elections Commission concerning the opening of campaign in August, that was on the 5th of August, that fall on a Friday, and we saw politicians shooting into the county. Since then, there have been a series of engagement with the people, various villages, telling the people, "Hey, this is time." You know, the normal message that they preach when the time reaches. But mind you, the first person to hit the county was when the National Elections Commission announced the campaign was independent candidate Momo Tano Cyrus, who is vying for the senatorial post as well, had a mass program in the county, and of course, talked to citizens, appreciated them for the level of peace, unity, and love that continue to exist among them as Lofians. And of course, followed by Mamasa Kamara, who is also contesting for the District 4 seat as an independent candidate. We saw, in the county as well, doing the same. And of course, we saw the incumbent lawmaker making a third person, Haja Mariam being Fofana, entering the county, having some series of engagement with the electors in District 4 across the county. Besides, it was on last Thursday evening, we saw Chief Moses Yabazu Koli, the former Labor Minister, then Liberia Aviation Authority Director General, and now as a Senatorial candidate on the CDC ticket, intruding into the county along with one of the candidates on the CDC ticket as well in District 4, Sebu Brahima Kole. They both at the end of the county, 10:30 in the night, and of course, they have been having some series of some engagement. I'm told they were in Kolahun on Friday, and of course, they are still in that building going to Bahun to have some engagement. So all those while the county is just heated, and heated. But mind you, what we have noticed over the past since the opening of campaign is the issue of the electoral violence. Few days ago, 3 days ago, we saw, political banners, flyers from politicians who those are vying for the electoral seat as well. In a county, specifically district level, you found out that the next morning you see somebody banner has been tuned up, somebody flyer has been tuned up, and of course they will break the entire banner, break the entire stick or the material the people person use to pen their banners, and you don't know who do that. So there is a call that have been raised by the citizens of the country, some of the patriotic ones who are violence free, and they said the act is very much biased, and of course Lofa County as a county where have been peaceful over the past election years. They were surprised to see self-violence taking place in the county of recent, where people bringing down people flyers because you are not supporting this person, you are not supporting that person, and I think it's somehow it's somehow difficult. But one way or the other, the National Elections Commission, Lofa Magistrate Albert Smith was able to appear on the local radio station, did a summercast, encouraging the citizens of the county to desist from electoral violence. And of course, when you have been caught in it, there is a penalty that you're going to go through. And of course, the joint security also followed that by also saying that there will be a team that are going to be set up to visit, do a nighttime patrol across the county and see as to whether those unscrupulous individuals that are engaged into bringing down people flyers or banner be arrested, and maybe they can face the full weight of the law. So these are things that have been happening sequentially in the county.
While you were speaking, Abraham, I'm enjoying the sequence, the way you are outlining things, chronological order. I'm really, really enjoying it. However, while we were doing that, maybe I'll be working very, very hard. It is my fault, right? Everybody that's supposed to be coming to the studio is supposed to inform Melbourne ahead of time. But sometimes when I do some of these late schedule, Melbourne, I put Melbourne to work. You got to do, and I got to multitask. You got to do a lot of things. Melbourne, I apologize, but I'm glad that you are doing the work. But I really
don't worry.
It looks like yeah, it looks like the commis team, the commis, how you call it? Let me see, the CIMT, right? The CIMT. Mm-hmm. The CIMT, that is the commis intellectual and mobilization team are already in studio, and they were alive in flesh and soul at the program.
Wow.
And some of them, if not most of them, were also named on the campaign team. What that means, we don't know. So it's very, very good that Abraham, you're on here today, because you know what? We're going to be asking you about some of the, because I know you've been doing very well on the radio, Dengola, right? Dengola radio. They're gonna rate you there in Vanyama. You've been doing great. We want to see you do your thing, you know. But yeah, so we would like to know exactly what is going on there as far as the election process, and including not only limited to representative or senators, but also at the presidential level. I know a lot going on there, and you are filled with information to share with us. Well, however, what we're
Yes.
going to do right now, I'm going to bring the team on here. These guys, man, I love you guys, man. You see, these guys, they were told. Let me do something very quick. Okay, because we have both. Let me do something again. Okay, so what's going to happen? We were getting some feedbacks, so I'm going to mute those gentlemen when they are not speaking, so that we can get the feedbacks. But right now, everything looks good. I think I can see Obadiah Swaniga and Sarah Snell Mane. They never call their name to me, but from this time I can recognize their faces. and they're my boys too. So I love them. These gentlemen, I admire your courage, I admire the tenacity, and as known as you guys are, to be deeply involved in politics. And I heard some of your name today. I think both of you are here. Both of you that are here, I heard your name. I heard Sondiga, Bidaya Sondiga, and I also heard Sarah Snell Mane from the mouth of Louis Brown. And I was like, okay. So my beginning are doing great. So first of all, I want to start by telling you guys congratulations to all of you for making it to the campaign team. And I think this is what you guys asked for. The last time Mr. Cummings was here, Saros came on this platform and asked Mr. Cummings to give the campaign to the young people. Let the young people take care of this. Now you have a task. We are looking up to you guys to see how you guys are going to perform. However, can you walk us through what happened today, given the heavy rainfall, and to see yourself being named in this campaign, the high level of campaign? Because right now, Liberia, I would say Liberia have never saw a campaign of this magnitude. To have three strong political institutions, competitive institutions, everybody think they can win the election. Even though some people know they will not win, but they will say they will win because they want to, fake it until they can make it. But to start, I would say congratulations. But walk us through what happened. Both of you, anybody can go for what happened today. And when you hear your name being mentioned on the campaign team, how is that feeling like? Okay, hold on one second. I muted you guys because of the feedback I was getting. But go ahead.
Okay, so can you hear us?
Yeah, I think maybe I think the problem is in the studio that from their end. Even though I'm muted Mayborn, but you're still getting the feedback. So that means you need to make some adjustment on the microphone there. Yeah, so can you say something?
Yeah,
Yeah. So we're still getting the feedback.
yeah.
Yeah, it's still the same. So okay, so what we'll do while we get some adjustment from there, let me go to my I met Ibrahim in Vanjama. Ibrahim, by the way, you looking fresh, man. You enjoying that place, that Vanjama there. You know Vanjama better than Morovia, eh?
No, no, Morona is okay. Bonema la sumo le terrain, yet ten year, just owner, just circulating, just passing around.
Yeah, so Ibrahim, so what's going on there, in terms of political atmosphere, specifically with the senatorial election, with all the names we've been hearing? And I watched a show on one of your shows the other day. Somebody was there making the case for the current lawmaker, the current senator, Chief. Yeah, we still got the feedback. So we were
Stop.
Yeah, so we were listening, and the guy was making a case for him, but then we heard other names. So
Yeah.
tell us a little bit about what's going on in the senatorial bit.
Thank you. And of course, on the overall, I would like to take there are about seven, I think seven or eight, something like that. But on the overall, there are 4 persons who I can tell you for free their chances of winning, somehow on the increase.
Hold on one second. I think the guys in the studio there, I think you guys look okay now.
You can hear feedback?
No, okay, it's good.
Yeah, I'm not hearing any feedback anymore. I think you guys are good.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so let everyone just update, finish without short update, then we'll go to you guys.
So like I was saying, Mr. Kane, I will take the top 4. And if you count in the top 4, the first person you will count is Garagba Wozi Kotimai, who is the former superintendent.
Mm-hmm.
Now, with all of the Huru Balu leaving from the Unity Party ticket, going as independent candidate, and of course, as a senatorial candidate, despite the financial constraint, but his relationship with the people at the time he was superintendent, is what that is still keeping him as a force in this election, because we saw the by-election, there were 4 political parties that threw weight behind him, and of course, he obtained 21,000 plus votes. So people are saying now, since he's going as independent, is on his own. They want to see as to whether he can put up similar number like that. But mind you, there are other people within the Unity Party that secretly supporting the senatorial bid of Honorable Garagba Wosi Kotima. That which the folks on the Zago end are saying that it is a devilish act, which is trying to thwart the agreement or the MOU that was signed by those that were expelled from the Labour Party, those leaders that were expelled from the Labour Party, who joined the rescue team in terms of fighting to remove the current president. So it have drawn the attention of people, and of course, some people who love Zago that are within the party are saying that they will use that time to vote for Zago because Zago is on the ticket, and of course, it is the party mandate. So you get the supporters of the Unity Party splitting, some going to Garagba, some going to Zago because of party mandate and because of what personal interest or betrayal level. Yeah, so on the overall, Kotima got the chances ahead of him 15%, 15% free chances of winning, 15 to 20% chances of winning the county as a senator comes 2023. If at all the fight between he and Zago, because he's from the Loma Bell, Zozo, and of course Zago is also from the Loma Bell. So the fight, if that fight continues, that will place Mumu Saros in a better position of winning. And I will tell you why businessman, Cigar CEO, is in a better position of winning. So Zago being the second president, after Kotima, Zago comes next to Kotima. Zago, despite he at the level of the Senate, he represented them well, the country well on the national level, but personal relationship is lacking. Besides, according to them, all investigation we have done, there are some projects he said he would undertake, and of course, he failed to do. Common example is the dormitory project at the Lofa County University College now. I mean, then community college, but now university. The dormitory project, since it started building the dormitory up to present, is yet to be completed and is yet to be turned over to the people. That's one. Two, we're going to then the issue of the late Eugene Falapaka, who was the then represented in FOIA, that helped Zago in terms of winning the 2014 election. That time, he promised the people that since Falapaka is no more, if I fail, then media should hold me responsible. So all those things he said in the past now have entangled him in terms of seeking the re-election or seeking his return at the Capitol building. But besides, there are some level of good work people praising for his security expertise he provides to the Senate in the county and what have you. But yet he still got some chances of winning because he's also from the Loma Belt. He got people who are with him as well. Mind you, these days in Cuban lawmakers who are going back to seek re-election, they are very strong indeed. They play all of the tactics in terms of getting the population attracted to them so that they can go ahead. Now we come to Momo Saras. Momo Saras contested just in 3 months when the issue of the senatorial by-election, what Haja Mariam Biam Fofana took part in, came in just 3 months and obtained 5,000 votes across the entire county. And that tells you that it was just his first time tasting the political water or tasting the political feel of Lofa County. So it motivated him that if I can go and get this kind of number in just a short period of time, minimum people are willing to carry me. So there's no need that when it comes to me to contest in the general election, I reject it. So the petition, he accepted the petition. Of course, he's a candidate, and of course, he's going as independent on his own. He said he's not going to a party, he's not going to no party, but he remain independent. Lofa County is his party, so he remain neutral. But mind you, the fight between him and Zago, they are from the same district number 4.
Oh man, the internet. We praise Lofa County internet, but now when you're my internet, like making us shame now in front Melbourne because I will talk to Bluff Melbourne say. When you might put in better than Morovia put in.
Seriously, man. I don't know
But
what's going on, man.
anyway, I was enjoying the update. But let's go to the gentleman here. Abraham will come by, I believe.
Yes. So I want us to test our system.
Abraham, you know what? Who your piece?
Thank you.
Because
1 minute.
This is very, very important on the national level. But what happened today? The attention is what happened today in Monterrey, and these gentlemen, the newly named campaign members of a Communist campaign team. Let's get
smart.
Congratulations.
So Abraham. So Abraham,
thank you so much, Mr. Kana.
Yeah. So Mr. Kana, please test our guy to see what I'm getting them.
I think they're good right now. Everything is good.
Okay.
So gentlemen, anybody can go first. I ask you guys, what happened today? Just briefly walk us through, and to the point where you heard your name being mentioned on the campaign team of one of the biggest political party in the country that could potentially win the presidency. Walk us through what happened today, up to that point, and the feeling.
So yeah, thank you, Sekou. We'd like to say thanks to your team for always getting us, on your platform, for our voice to be here. And a matter of fact, today was a historical moment for we, the young people of Liberia, and for Liberia at large. Mr. Kumi, as a person who believes in building a nation, have identified that the young people are the future of our country and that we have the potential to change the course of Liberia's future. Whether good or bad, the young people are the ones who are going to build this country. Mr. Kumi is believing in the youthful generation. We as young individuals, young people who have been in this, we have no knowledge. For me, I have no knowledge that I was going to be named. But my name was called. I was among the first 10 people, right? When Ambassador Louis Brown started to call names. So I was shocked. Honestly, I had no idea. But you know, I see this as a evidence of Mr. Cummings' quest to transform Liberia using the younger generation to change this country into a 21st century country. When Mr. Cummings said that the young people are the future of our country, this is no lie. He believes in the young people. He believes that young people have the potential and the power to transform this country. And without the young people, his government that will soon be, the CPP government that will be the next government, comes October 10, 2023, that government is going to be built, it's going to be strengthened by the young people. The fourth pillar, the young people will be the third pillar. We will have 1, 2, 3. We will be the three pillar of Mr. Cummings government. And so he saw the need to recognize the young people effort, our effort, and we were named. Matter of fact, for me, I was named, and I see that as a very good opportunity. And this is a call to every young people in our country. We all should rally our support. Let us speak to whoever we can speak to. Let us tell our parents that Mr. Cummings meant well for this country, for the fact that 60% of his campaign team named today are young people. You have the level Obadiah Sonega, Sarah Snemani, Samson Masere, Prince Remy Yomi, Charles B. Howard, Josiah Belepu, Chris Thomas, Oliver Brown. These are all young people being named on the national campaign team of Mr. Cummings. This is a fact. This is evidence that this man mean well for this country, and he's coming to transform this country using the young people. He's going to empower young people. When the Christmas will be good, you know from the eve. Mr. Cummings' eve is today. The new era of Liberia begins today. We believe that the presidency, the administration of Mr. Cummings and Councillor Charlie Bruskin will be built on the young people. A manifestation was today. And you know, Chief. And thank you for giving us the opportunity. We look forward to diving into Mr. Cummings' manifesto. Today we are prepared now. We are energized for the fact that our job are recognized.
But by the way, do not worry about that. As a matter of fact, while you guys were being named, somebody called me on your behalf that they want you guys to appear on SKTV every Wednesday. I'm like, what? Sure. I said, the people that are not even named here, you trying to secure spot for them on SKTV. I said, but I got to pay plenty of money with the person. You're allowed to say, we're not getting money. You can help us. This is about Liberia. It's not about money. It's not about anything. And these young people, they are not in it for anything. They are in it for Liberia. So don't worry. You have enough time on SKTV, on Truth FM, and the good thing about it, you guys are lucky enough being associated with SKTV and being on Truth FM. Truth FM, if it's not one of, should be the most listened or monitor radio station in Liberia because of the coverage. It covers the entire country. So everything you're going to be saying to the Liberian people, to the young people of Liberia, is going to be listened to by Liberians from all walks of life through FM to cover the entire Liberia and through SKTV to cover the entire universe. So we are good. So to you, Saros.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Kane, for giving me the opportunity. As it has always been given. Let me say good evening, good morning, and good afternoon to the many listeners of SKTV, to our supporters, our fans, and well-wishers. Today, the CPP PMSA had no space because there was a tsunami of human beings, especially young people, at the CPP PMSA today to grace the occasion of the official naming ceremony of our political 11 going into the campaign. And it's an honor and a pleasure to be named as one of the senior m- mobilization member of the national campaign team. Mr. Kane, I had no idea. I didn't see this coming, but I'm glad our work has been recognized. And this is to tell you that Mr. Cummings' vision for Liberia, Mr. Cummings said that the young people will build Liberia under his administration. And it's a clear manifestation of today that 60% of those names that were called on the national campaign team were all young people. And he doesn't believe in, how long you've been in the process. He believes in what you can bring to the process. And this is an honor. And we will work tirelessly because this is about Liberia. We see this as the last chance Liberia have. And because of this, we will do everything in our power by the grace of God to give Liberia to the right people, to Mr. Alexander Benedict Cummings, the next president of the Republic of Liberia, and Councillor Charlie Bronsky, the next vice president of Liberia. So thank you so much again. And
Wow.
congratulations to me and all of the young people.
So to the both of you, let me say, okay, we still have some more because I'm very mindful of my time for the news bulletin, just in case I don't want to be caught off guard. I want to make sure we. So, to the both of you, tell me the feeling when you hear your name as member of this campaign team for somebody who could potentially win the presidency. To say, you know what? Wow. How was that feeling like? Any of you can go first.
So for me, honestly, I was shocked
Okay.
and I almost shed tears. I was behind the camera, going live on the ANC Liberia TV. So when I heard my name, I was like, oh, wow,
Wow.
my name is being called. But yeah, it's just something that I can imagine. But thanks to everybody that saw the work that we are doing, and thanks to Mr. Cummings for recognizing the young people, to form part of his team. Yeah.
Okay. Same question to you, Saros.
Yes, Mr. Kane, at the moment, I'm overwhelmed. This is one of the biggest achievements of my life, to be part of history making, especially on the right side of history. This is something that I pray about every night and tell God that I need a better country and I want to be part and parcel of the group of Liberians that will give Liberia the better Liberia that all Liberians deserve. I'm overwhelmed. I was shocked, when my name was announced, especially, with Saros, Shamo Saros out there, everybody, the way I do Kumi business now, people call me Kumi son. And a lot of my friends expected it. So if my name is not going to be called, Mr. Kane, trust me, I'm going to be buried. But trust me, I'm overwhelmed. And I want to say a very big thank you to Mr. Cummings and Councillor Charlie Bronsky for recognizing our efforts as young people and to the entire campaign team. We make this commitment to all Liberians across the globe that we will work with our blood and sweat to give Liberia back to the right people, to give a better Liberian to all young people of this country. It's an honor. Our work has started and we will keep working until October 10 is over. Mr. Cummings and Councillor Charlie are the first two people of this country, the president-elect and the vice president of this country. Thank you.
Well, so before even I will go further into what happened today. So I saw you were live. I was following you, Saros.
Right.
But then some people try to distract you, but then you took advantage of that. You spoke about Mr. Cummings' policy, his ambition, and his policy prescription for Liberia and what it means for the young people. And then in the end, you were named amongst the people to actually canvass and sell Mr. Cummings to the young people. Off the door, I mean, out of the door, off the bike. Now you just named today. Few hours later, what is your first message to the young people of Liberia? Any of you can go first.
Yes. My message to the young people of this country, I will tell you that Mr. Cummings is the only alternative to take Liberia from this nightmare, to take our young people from the street. Mr. Cummings has told the young people that I will decentralize education in the 15 counties of this country. Mr. Cummings has told the young people that every nation is built on the shoulder of the young people. How do we do that? Mr. Cummings tells you that the young people have to be prepared educationally through innovative skills training programs under the National Youth Survey Program. Mr. Cummings tells you that I will take the disadvantaged youth from the street. We will build rehabilitation centers, and we will have vocational schools in the rehabilitation centers. While the guys are there going through the process of rehabilitation, they will also be acquiring skills that when they are rehabilitated and about to be reintegrated into the society, they will already be prepared and not going back in the streets. And we will come down hard on perpetrators that are bringing these substances into the country. Mr. Cummings has told you that we will establish the anti-corruption code, that is the ACC, to punish all corrupt officials. If you steal from the country, you have stolen from the country, he said past and present officials will be punished. Mr. Cummings has told you in the 15 counties when I build these schools, young people will take advantage, go to school, prepare them for the job market. And we all know Cummings is an international businessman. He has worked all his life in the corporate world. He's well connected. Mr. Cummings tells you that I will bring investors to the country and we will prioritize our young people. Why? Because we've already prepared them for the job market. They've learned different skills, and the people will work for money and they'll be self-sustained. They will contribute to the economy hugely. So Mr. Kane, the message of Mr. Cummings is very glaring. It's very clear. It covers the young people. This man has told you that from 0 to 6-year-old baby, we will have a program that the babies will not pay any money to hospital. They will go to hospital.
So just in case if Mabon comes back and say we're gonna have a news bulletin, so we will give them chance to do the news bulletin. If they say no news, we'll be happy so that we can have the conversation interrupted. However, while we await Mabon, I would like for Obadiah to chip in on the scene topic.
Yes, thank you. My message to every young people across the country is to see Mr. Cummings as the gateway to a better Liberia. And that every other young people should rally around this man to bring a change. Because we believe that Mr. Cummins is the only alternative, the only person that can bring a change. And that change is a genuine change. We young people are the ones affected of every else in this society. Talk about jobs. The unemployment rate is widespread in Liberia, particularly among the young people.
So hold on, let you hear from Mabon. Mabon, what's going on? Do we have a news bulletin or we no news today?
Thank you, Sekou. I think we had a transition for the news bulletin. Our team are fresh and ready for the news bulletin. So
what's going to happen? We're going to actually continue with the conversation with Abraham because that man is in Liberia. The man got enough data like me.
He was no Sekou. In fact,
the man got your internet.
I'm going to tell you. Sekou Abraham, that's my man. Hey, I just had no time. So we're going to go for this bulletin. You want me now to that Abraham. No problem.
Right now, everything tap you, man. But
yeah,
we'll come back. We'll come back to that later. So Abraham, so let's go back to our conversation. So you were telling me about Lofa County. Now you change the light now. It's much better. We can see you now.
Oh, okay. So that they want helping me to put a light in my face. So I read the way I see again.
Okay, that's fine.
All right. So like I was saying, right? Zago has some lapses, and of course, that of which if you don't work on, it will damage him because he served the level of the Senate 9 years. At the level of Equal Parliament, the same amount of time. He's been going. So they have concluded that he's ECOWAS senator and not Lofa County senator. He go into ECOWAS, they pay him, he get the money, he come back, he enjoy himself, his family in Nigeria, they in Abuja, only 1 year, he can't use other people, blah, blah, blah. Obviously, you will see this happening in Mr. Kane because in politics, not everyone go your way. So the tussle between Zago and Kotima may bring Momo Sarah in the picture, but mind you, Momo Sarah too is when seeing District 4 Bell, specifically David Siamatan, a town there next door to Vonjama. And of course, Zago is two hails from Zeno Lawman. So there are 3 Lawman brothers, and when the fight go between Zago and the two of them, because he's on the Unity Party and Kalaba is the former chairman of the Unity Party, and they are fighting because there are some people in the Unity Party supporting Galaba Kotima. There are also people in the Unity Party that are going for party mandate. So they are going for Zago because of the party mandate. They say once the party have endorsed Zago, be it verbally, be it by audio, be it raising hands, they should all throw away beyond Zago because they need Grand Bassa for JMB. Because of Bassa, they should throw away beyond Zago. That's what other people are saying. But others are saying that Kotima has stayed out. Yeah. Others are saying that
Bassa, I know you meant to say Lofa.
No, I'm saying something because why I said Bassa is this. Yoblikanga Lawrence, who is a senator, and Daryl Delone are all for prey to JMB. So because of JMB putting Zago on a ticket, supporters of the Unity Party in Lofa are saying they should throw their weight behind this Senator Zago individual, so that at least Grand Bassa can fall to JMB. Because that was the arrangement. But if they contradict the agreement, then that means it will be a slap in the Senator Yoblikanga Lawrence face, and that of which she will have some problem with the party. They don't want they don't want her to have problem with the rescue one.
So let me ask you.
Yeah.
Given what's going on in Lofa right now, given the divide, the split between the Unity Party supporters
Mm.
that are supporting Galapa Kochima, the former superintendent, and that of Steve Zago.
Mm.
Do you think this will also affect the presidency? Because some Galapa Kochima supporters may also have problem for the fact that Galapa Kochima was not selected by the Unity Party. Do you think this will affect? I mean, this will have some negative effect on the presidency?
It will have some, it will have some negative effect because once you fail to settle internal wrangling, you get obviously you get other people going elsewhere. So they have said the party said some of the stakeholders said the reason that the party people keep fighting the party is because the former vice president weakness in taking critical decisions have been a serious lapses within the Unity Party. So if all of this thing happening, will shock you, Mr. Kane, all of these things happening, the hot and poor happening, he's aware, but he's not speaking on it. He's not one day utter a word on it, or maybe say on the radio, or maybe interview and say
Nothing.
this, that, nothing. He's quiet. So that tells you that he's in support of Garaba Wozi Kotiman. Because if you see people of the Unity Party who hold position, especially the acting chairman is supporting, Papa Gizi is supporting Garaba Wozi Kotiman, the SG, who is Abbas Biate, is also supporting Kotiman, and they are all holding positions in the country
In the
leadership.
Unity Party. So
Yes.
hold on one second. So Unity Party hierarchies in Lofa are supporting Galapa Kochima, who is running as independent, and then Steve Zago that left the Liberty Party to be on the ticket of the Unity Party are not supporting. So
Exactly.
this GNB some vote.
Exactly. That's what happened. When it happened the first time, Senator Zago ran and took the complaint to Senator Yomli Kangalore, and they called the poor man and said, "Oh, we'll not resolve it. I think no problem." But yet and still, the ground is very, very tough because people are saying, "Would you get Senator Zago?" And he said he wanted to join the Union Party, and the Emily will get him. They didn't carry the rooster. They didn't carry the rooster. So, it has brought serious, concern between the partisans. There are people in the party, like I told you, who vote for Zago because of the MOU purpose. There are also people who will say they're not for him at all. They're going for Kotiman. That's why he left the party and saying going as independent.
So given what is going on there right now, do you think other candidates who are not member of the Unity Party or Liberty Party, like say other people outside of Galapa Kochima and Steve Zago, would this benefit them as well? Because if they are fighting among themselves, they will get split vote, and then other people could take advantage of that.
Of course, that's the current situation now. So, like we speak, you see there are people who are supporting George Weah re-election, President Weah re-election, and they are supporting Zago. There's some people who are supporting Joseph Jimon Boaka, the former vice president, presidential bid, for senatorial level, they are supporting Zago. So it's just ups and down, Rigma rule. If somebody is going for JMB, you see that senatorial level, you see whoever Moses Wa calling the CDC senatorial candidate. So it's just Ziza, and not being stable. That's the entire thing. So that tells you that Lofa County, though this is where Unity Party gave birth, and of course, we say for free, they will tap this country, but yet and still, the ruling establishment is penetrating seriously the layers of the Linu presidential candidate, Dr. Clarence Moniba, is also making a way through, the layers of Alexander Benedict Cummins, who is also on the ANC ticket. If folks are also pressing here and there on the CPP as well, the Liberal Party and the ANC. Thank you for correcting me, Chief. Yeah, so his chairman and we converse each and every day. So they are making some preparation to appear on the radio, maybe to talk one or two, but they are also pressing, engaging some people. So all I can say,
so CPP too is present in Lofa.
Yeah, they got some leadership that has been set up. The chairman and I can talk every time he's around the Lawazu Bell on the Lawazu Road. He said when he get back from town, he will call me, and of course we'll talk more. So the CPP folks, they are gearing at least to welcome maybe I mean the presence of Alexander Cummings or Alexander Cummings or one a presidential candidate in a county. So at least to interact with Lofians, and of course, you can hear that view, what they are lacking, what they need, what they are going through, and of course, so they can work out things. So, like I can say for free, you see, Councillor Chelsea Gongo, the guys are working. Dr. Clarence Moniba guys are working. The incumbent president is also working. The Unity Party folks are also working, and of course, the CPP. So that's 5 presidential candidates, but the rest they are yet to, I see some no structure, but besides the fact that they're listed, there are people you see, their chairman, you see chair lily, you see youth wing, you see when you go to the various centers, you hear people putting their issue. This person is competent. We believe this person. That's why I'm a Loma man, but I'm not voting for JMB because I feel he has served the country for 12 years as vice president. It's okay enough for him that he can rest. And of course, we see another president in the picture so that they can help to push our country forward. Not because he has son, he's my kinsman, we need to say I'm voting. So that makes views in the public. Loma man will tell you, you see Loma man will say, I'm going for Councilor Gongo. Why? They say Councilor Gongo is a fair man enough, he's corruption free, he's correct. Another man will tell you, I'm going for Honorable Cummings. Why? He's capable, he can take the country from here to the next point. He can raise it, he can make the country economy boom. They'll push the issue and they will convince you that yes. So if you see interest in it in going with them, that means you can go on the CPP side, or you can go on the CDC side, or you can go on the Unity Party side. So now, as we speak, I'm told that in the coming days, Unity Party will be having a launch here, and according to them, they will be introducing Jeremiah Kwanko to Lofians. So man, you will wait and see in the coming days. But all I can say to you, politically, when you're talking about the presidency, there are 4 presidents that are one about will just make it far because of reason he just launched, he just visited the country, and then I'm told he's still doing his tour. He's around the corner going to Foya Bell, and of course he'll be leaving to go back to town. We saw JMB as well, folks from Zozo, folks from Saraye, passing through to go to Foya. They did that. And of course, we saw Moses calling from the CDC angle. Sekou College, they have also gone and parading here and there, preaching the message. So we are saying, all of that saying, the ANC folks, you need to bring your candidate on board so that Lofians can interact with him so he can face some of the questions and, of course, provide the necessary answers to them that will convince them to also follow him as well. So as we wait and see CPP, the CPP candidate, the LPP candidate, that's the Liberal People Party, headed by Councillor Chelsea Gongo, they are yet to enter the county. But mind you, I'm told in the coming days, Councillor Gongo is to visit the county as well. So these are updates politically on the overall. So if election was held today, on the overall, we'll tell you for free that because of the breadth of Unity Party in Lofa County, Unity Party will always tap. That's a normal routine. Somebody will say because of a former vice president strong relationship with the people, GMB president alone will always make Unity Party tap because this is where they funded the party, this is the country they funded the party, this is where they gave birth. So Unity Party will tap, and on the overall party you see CDC and you will see the CPP coming first, but they're working a bit on more in terms of increasing the velocity, increasing the number so that at least you can, override your opponent. Because that's a competition though.
Yeah, I know. I was talking to one of my brothers yesterday who is also from Salai, and he was telling me while we were having a conversation, he kept saying ANC, ANC, ANC. I told him, why you keep saying ANC? People, there's no ANC. Now you in Lofa, you in Wanyama, now you kept saying ANC, ANC.
No.
So and the guy told me, yeah, I'm sorry, but he said folks in our brothers, they used to call him, anything that had to do with comedy, they always, refer to him as ANC instead of the CPP. People are not yet used to the CPP.
Yeah, the CPP. Yeah, that's
So
true.
now, I want you to get used to the CPP because
No, I'm used to the CPP, but that was just an error, right? I'm used to
yeah.
the CPP, but many people will say the Liberty Party here in Lofa, the leadership is inactive, so you will not hear CPP. That's some of the reason. So you hear people saying ANC, ANC, ANC. So if the leadership of the
So
country here,
it's like the CPP structure that is there is headed by the guy who was actually the chairman of the ANC.
okay,
Yeah.
all right.
So,
I see,
so, so,
because that's the reason you see,
so let me,
you hear people from the side saying,
I think the radio is great. We're getting back on the radio, but before we get back on the radio,
all right,
last election 2017, Joseph Nyimaboga got about 78%
okay,
in Lofa County, and that time we had no. I mean, Cummings was not well known as he is right now. There was no Clarence Monumba in the picture, and there was no Timon Gonglo in the picture. Do you think, based on what you know as a journalist, somebody asked, "Oh, what is Abraham credential in terms of politics?" Let me tell you, now, Abraham is a journalist. Abraham, Abraham is a seasoned journalist. He writes very well. He communicates very well. He follows politics. He knows the history of our politics. He's been around for a minute. Yeah, I don't see him looking young like that, but he knows exactly what's going on. So Abraham, by the matter of fact, most of the posts that you were seeing on SKTV, most of the reporting that you see on SKTV, the write-up, most of them coming from Abraham. This is Abraham colleague. So Abraham, I was just saying that for those that don't know you. But yeah, my question to you, do you think Joseph Nyimaboga can get the same amount of the same number, like 78% that you got in 2017, giving the presence of all these people, and then the level of division within the Unity Party in Lofa?
The answer is no, because mind you, there are two sons from Lofa County vying for presidency. So that alone is a serious challenge to the former vice president. Dr. Manuba is hailed from Kolahon, the Bandi land. Okay. And you know fully well that in Lofa County, the people vote according to tribes. The lawman, you see them going for him. The banning officers, you see them. And Dr. Manuba entered the country, the banning people from Kolahon were all in Vonyama that day. They said, yes, I got pictures, I did videos. They said, so we'll go for it. So that tells you that even you go for it, they will tell you our Kisi son or our Kisi man will not live in. Obviously, will carry GMB. So it put the chances very slim this time, because like 2017, you put it, the CDC didn't get more percentage, they beat the CDC. Why? But mind you, they are also many for to reduce the number, and they are deeply into them neck to neck. So you may win, you may tap the candidate, but not 78%. I can say for free. Though he would tap the candidate, but can reach 70, 78%, be somewhere around 60, 50%, something like that. But he can win 78% because the guys are into him. The guys are into him neck to neck. If you go this way, the next time you see somebody going this way, so it's neck to neck.
Okay. So let's go back. Let's go back to.
I don't know about it, but we are very Abraham.
Yeah. So Abraham was really.
I try to.
Maybe we can hear you. Can you hear us?
To bring you. Yeah. So I'm trying to connect. Yeah. Go ahead, Seku. I don't know why you're getting me now.
We'll be hearing you, Mabel. Are you there? Can you hear us?
Yes, I'm getting you. I don't know.
You play music, that pressure music, you love that music too. You hear the music in the background. Pressure.
The reason, yeah.
Who is putting pressure on who? The CPP putting pressure on the CDC or what? What's going on?
Look, Seku, the opposition.
You let your pressure in there. So who putting pressure on who now?
CPP putting pressure on the government. The CDC and the UP.
Because I've seen Joey campaigning like never before.
They may have
Seriously.
failed. They may have measurably
CPP
failed the people.
Nimi, Joey, and people then will stay. In fact, what they did today, I will call it child abuse. Yeah, what Joey did today, I will call it child abuse. They have a teenager, a minor, campaigning for them. I don't think that is a good thing. There's a reason why when you are a teenager, you can't vote. If you are less than 18 years of age, you can't vote. There's a reason why those children are kept outside of our politics. But to use them the way they were doing today, I consider that as a child abuse. That you can start. You start bringing small children there close to them, and before you know now, they now start violating it. The way they finish, the way Joey government finish pass gay law, they start abusing small children. They should stop that. So let's go back to the Kumish campaign people. So we went off. We were in the middle of you guys giving telling the Liberian people or the young people of Liberia why you think Kumish is the person.
Sure.
So based on the campaign messages, based on the campaign platform of Alexander Kumish, what do you know that the young people would benefit from Kumish firsthand? Let's say Kumish wins this election. In the first 100 days, what should young people expect? I believe you people should be abreast of those information already. What should young people expect from Alexander Kumish, on day one? I mean, let's say, my first 100 days. Why? The young people say, yeah, actually, this is our time. They may really going to empower the young people. What are some of the things that Mr. Kumish will do that you're aware of as president for the young people?
Yeah, thank you. Mr. Kumish's first 100 day, his government. We don't want to put the CPP government on Mr. Kumish like the way the other people are doing. Everything that we are project. But Mr. Kumish, the CPP government first 100 day, we're going to launch the National Youth Service Program.
Okay.
That National Youth Service Program is there to empower, to train young people and prepare them for private sector investor need. We have in our manifesto how we're going to create jobs and help transform the minds and transform our society using the path of the young people. We're going to do that through innovative skills training that will help our Liberian people and the young people. Now, we have this simple thing. Mr. Kumish is saying we cannot make Liberia Monrovia out of Liberia, right? We need to decentralize all of our development. That all counties will feel themselves, will enjoy the wealth of our country. We going to the CPP government is going to have at least one modernized TV school. What had the MVDC, right? It will be there to help our young people, train them in every other field. Like for example, tie and dyeing, tailoring, soap making. You can just name it. You just name it. Because we believe that if we empower the Liberians, particularly the young people, we will have more people coming into the private sector, helping government to create jobs. And more people going to be self-supported. Now, we have more people who only minds are focus on going to government because they believe that nowadays if you go to government, that's the easy way to get rich, right? But what we are doing, what the CPP government is coming with is that we need to transform the mind of our young people because the young people are the future generation of our country. Now, if we have this TV school in all the 15 counties, you will not see man come as son living way Lofa County to come to Monrovia to attend the MVDC, right? And all of these schools going to be equipped, well equipped with trained teachers. That our young brothers and sisters will leave the street and will go to this area and acquire skills and come back to the society and be a contributor to the society. These are the things Mr. Cummings is coming. His first 100 day, the National Youth Service Program will be launched.
Okay.
And that National Youth Service Program will benefit every young people in the country, in this country. If you look at all the politicians today, you see young people in the street talking about what they're coming to do because we are the driver of our country. What a good about it takes the young people, right, to contribute to that. So Mr. Cummings will build his country on the young people, empower young people so that we can contribute to society, that nobody will come and tell me, Obadiah, to say, take gun and go in the street. Obadiah, go and instigate violence. No, it's because I will be busy with my lathe mechanic shop. Because I will be busy with my soap making. I will be busy with other things that I will not be able to go and take kush. This is the government we are bringing to the Liberian people. And we are calling on every young Liberian to rally around this man. The National Youth Service Program is the gateway to Liberian growth and development.
Wow. Well, that was powerful. That's powerful. Yeah, so Cyrus, you know, young people are in majority when it comes to the voting population. Now we already have a lot of young people that already finished college. They already get university degree. But they are just there, wasted all over the place. Not even the one that are being referred to as Zogos, but talking about regular people. They went to school, they took their time, that 4-year college, they went through it. But yet, they are not, some are not employed because they are not citizens.
Exactly.
Some are not employed because the government lacking the ability to invest in private sectors, to create jobs. So, what do you know about Mr. Cummings' plan when it comes to those young people? Because not all the young people that are with that skill, some of them went to school, they have, they learn certain discipline, even though they will need training, but they acquire some education. They have the degree, but they're not working because of party affiliation, government lack of, private sector creation. But what about the young people who already got degree? What is in it for them, as far as your knowledge is concerned?
Okay, so Mr. Cummings, under the Cummings and Brunson administration, they've clearly told you that the LEEP will implement literally all their projects. That is the Liberian Economic Empowerment Program.
Okay.
Under the Liberian Economic Empowerment Program, we got different segments. So Mr. Cummings have told you, the Cummings and Brunson administration, they said, we will have the entrepreneur training program that is for young people. Mr. Khan, if you do the statistics in our country, you observe that the business class of Liberia is not in the hands of Liberians. And in every country or every sector, the business contribute 55 to 60% to the economy. Mr. Cummings has told us that the government will create a large private sector to empower a lot of Liberians. That means Liberians will empower Liberians. And even Liberians will be a major employer within the private sector. He said there will be the entrepreneur training program. We'll put 20 million aside for the national budget every year. That 20 million that is put aside, it will be used for micro loan. After young people who have entrepreneurs, people who are already into business, people who are interested, they will go through this training in 100 days. After they have graduated, they'll go, they meet the criteria. The government will be responsible to give the money out as microloan. Young people can grow themselves in a business. Young people can be employers. Liberians can be employers of Liberians. That is how we expand the private sector. You see how we employ Liberians. The government will create the enabling environment to employ Liberians. Mr. Cummings says people who have already gone to university, who have graduated, who merit jobs, regardless of your political party, regardless of your ethnicity, regardless of your religion, you will be employed. There will be, you will give a test, public test, to a lot of people. We're not just going to, Mr. Cummings said, the Cummings from Bronski administration, not just going to give job out. Job will be given out to Liberians who merit it, because that is the will.
Who are qualified? Yeah.
Move forward.
Okay. Yeah. So thank you so much. When you know, I believe Mr. Cummings and the entire CPP team will not regret appointing you people, the young people, in this campaign. I believe the young people know each other. They understand each other. They know the language to speak to each other in order to win each other. So tell me one campaign message you have. You go to the young man today, this guy here, you're like, you know what? I'm voting, sir. I got my voting card, but the way the whole country looking, you vote, you now vote, I see thing. The government will come there, you not do anything. So I'm not even voting. Or you know what? The men are coming over the politician ain't gonna lie. The men are coming, he will say this and that, but he will come again, he will start from scratch. So let me just vote for Joey. You will hear that from some young people because they don't know what the other man is bringing. So the men who think like that, why can you tell that man to convince them?
So let me just answer that question.
Go ahead.
I just don't want to squarely put this on, young people, but the reality is that young people may, a vast majority of our population. But I want to put this to every Liberian, right? We've been in the field and we have come across all of these things. Many people are disappointed, and they are disappointed in politicians, and it is all right. But one thing I tell them is that you have to know for what you are voting for. You have to know what you are voting for. I am coming to you with a change message, and I'm going to tell you, if I'm speaking to a young person, I'm going to tell a young person how and what is Mr. Cummings' plan for that particular young person. I'm going to speak to the consciousness of that particular individual or that group. For example, that young man that is speaking to me, that, I will not vote, is because if you put other men there, and it will happen the same way and all that kind of stuff. It's because he is somehow disappointed. He voted a government that he needed to have job, or he voted a government that he needed equal opportunity, that he will have access to quality education, quality healthcare, that he will that he will go to school, and be able to afford. But he's not seeing that thing. I'm going to tell that person or that young man that the Cummings government, right, is coming to transform and modernize our health sector. For example, kids from day 1 to 6 years is going to go to hospital free. Somebody will tell me, that campaign rhetoric, right? I'm going to tell you how it's going to work. I will first tell you that looking at our country with all of the natural resources, right? All we need in this country now is not just anybody coming to be a president, right? It's a person who have been resourceful in managing. We have the resources that can at least have every Liberian live a better life. But we know what we are lacking? We are lacking the best leadership. We are lacking management. Mr. Cummings is coming with wealth of experience from the private sector. This may have created jobs. So that young man who is feeling disappointed that if I vote another person again, I'm not going to benefit. I'm going to tell you that you need to go to school. You need to be in power. You need to get a job. And Mr. Cummings is coming. He is coming to attract foreign investment in this country. But before he attract foreign investment into the country, we will train you. If you want to go to university, or if you are out of university, we will have private sector in this country that will be providing job in your field. And that company that will be coming, our government, the CPP government, is going to beat on the back to also build you up as a professional person. Your field of study. If you are into agriculture field, we have a company coming in who want to invest in the agriculture. Our Liberians will have to be prioritized. That young man who have already been disappointed, I'm going to tell him that our education system is going to be transformed. How are we going to do it? The CPP government is going to increase investment into education. That our young people, our education system will not be a mess, but will be the best amongst our counterpart, our African counterpart. Our old folks, senior citizens, will go to hospital free of charge. That the government will be responsible for that particular, our Oma and our Papi there.
Okay.
We have the resources in this country. We have all it takes.
Obadiah, thank you so much. Thank you. Let me go to Saros and ask Saros this question, then we'll go to Melbourne to take some calls in Liberia. Saros, I know you guys are excited because you've been appointed on the campaign team. Did anybody speak to you guys after this? And do you guys have any idea whether or not you guys will be funded with necessary equipment, logistics to facilitate your work?
For now, we haven't spoken to anybody concerning that.
Mhm.
But we are very optimistic of being, incentivized by the entire CPP, since we are now part of the campaign team, to make our work more effective and efficient. But for now, we haven't spoken to anybody concerning that yet.
So are you guys going to be incorporated in the larger like general campaign or plan and strategy, or you guys they're going to work separately as Cummings intellectual mobilization team, or you just going to work under one umbrella? Do you have any idea?
So to that, the Cummings intellectual mobilization team will remain vibrant and committed to our cause,
Okay.
and we will not waver. We will continue on our door-to-door campaign. And how the campaign team is structured, wherever we are placed, we will give our all.
Okay.
But we will continue to engage our people to give them the real change message. They need it. We believe that they're thirsty for it, and we will give them it.
Fair enough.
In addition to that,
Mhm.
we've decided, Mr. Cannon, to do this. This is not about big names you hear on the campaign team. This is about us. This is about future. Those people have options. We do not have option after election. So we are doing this, not just in our interest, but in the interest of all young people who are out there who cannot even speak for themselves. We will continue to do this. We are committed to do it, and we'll continue doing it because we want a better Liberia, to give a new future to the newborn baby who is born today, the unborn children, all Liberians who are hopeless. we will keep doing this and give them a good government. I will give them a hope for a new future and a better country.
Thank you so much. Also, Mabel, before we go to Mabel, let me say this again to folks. If you just joining us, this is SKTV. Today we have two of the young people that were appointed today on the team of Mr. Cummings' campaign, the CPP campaign. We have always said when we come on the show here, sometimes we don't want to bother you telling you to support. That's why our system can automatically register our Zelle and Cash App number so some people can read for themselves. But just as a reminder, when you come on SKTV, we don't force you to donate money to pay anything to watch or to participate, but we kindly ask for your good gesture to support SKTV like any other media platform. We will not be actually here when you are not here. We are here for our people, and everything we do it for Liberia to make sure that Liberia get the best of all of us. We are giving back to our country. However, Mabel, I want you to open your line, Liberia. Let's ask the Liberian people what do they what do they make up of the campaign team announced today. Some people are happy, some people have the but for what I saw today, I think this is encouraging, and I believe this will somehow reunite the spirit and the momentum of the CPP again. For those who were actually feeling a little bit concerned as to the slowness of the CPP, what I heard before today, I was told that after the appointment of the campaign team, that they're going to go all out. That in fact, I was informed that Mr. Cummings and Councillor Charlie Bronskin will, in many occasions, appear together in some counties. I'm even told that they are going to visit all the far district of Grand Bassa County. They will go. I'm told that they will go together in River Sage. So they even informed me. Somebody informed me from the Commission camp that they intend to win not less than 80%. If they can get to 50 to 60, that they will be like when you shoot for the moon, you could land on the star. So they are shooting for 80% vote from Grand Bassa County. I'm even told that's why, because what Charlie is doing down there in Grand Bassa, that's why she couldn't make it today. She sent her fiance to represent her. So I believe the campaign is in full swing now. But let's see what happened. I'm even told that they got a lot of logistics now in town. But since I'm not part of the campaign team, I can't announce it for them. When the people come on, they have their right to say whatever they want to say. Me, but we can just run our mouth to do some little change politics.
Yeah, because I just say
but sometimes that's why people love SKTV, because we get all the secret for CDC. We get all the secret for
that yourself.
we get all the secret for you. So we can just refuse to talk about it, but we get all the secret of man. But anyway,
I know that's what my neighbor said. So yeah, so quickly before I go to the line, because my phones always are blinking. Because you guys have all the positions. In fact, you are being appointed. In fact, because you are, let me be frank, you are the face of the young people for the CPP. Now there are the calls and so back and forth about how can people get connected. So now I want you guys to be frank and tell us, because a lot of young people have been calling us back and forth. Now, what the process or the procedure of coming over to you guys or campaigning for the CPP?
So yeah, Maybe thank you. The thing is very easy. Once you want to support the
Oh,
face
what
of
happened
ticket,
again? We not start hearing. Yeah, maybe your CDC people then they not start fingering our radio.
I think it's correct right now.
Okay, I think it's good now. Go ahead.
So I was saying, once you want to support the faces ticket, we are open to welcoming you to the team. And for the Cummins Intellectual Mobilization team, our arms are open. We are hopeful to work with every young people across the country. And if you are interested in joining the FACES team, particularly the Cummins Intellectual Mobilization team, you can call my number and I can announce it here, and then you can take it and then just call, give me a call. So my numbers are 0886 3880 71 0775 13
All right, thank you so much. So first, for those of you who've been following this broadcast, you can now be part of the show by calling on 0778 339 That's the number to call again, 0778 339 8 yeah, 0778 and you'll be live on True FM 96.1 to this first caller. Good evening. Yeah, my brother, go ahead. Your name and from where you join us.
Thank you very much. Let me say good evening to you and good evening to your panelists and good evening to the many listeners. This is the first of CPP. We are going to join you tonight for Sophie District for Mosrado County.
Indeed, the most talk about district.
To the CPP members today for leading our campaign team. Just what the Constitution of Labour provided for everyone to have equal right and equal access to our democracy that we enjoy today. I want to say proud to them. But here is the case. For this election, yes, we're needing their campaign team that will not develop us on story with JMB. We are ready. We ourselves, as a young people, we have our team too. So let us go on and see this.
Hello. Yeah,
It's okay.
And I appreciate them.
It's okay, maybe. Let me just speak his mind and then take the next person. It's okay.
I want to say thanks to them. They did well. By going out today to name their campaign team, most especially because the law provided by every Liberians have equal right to the society. So for that, but for the election, we ourselves, we have our team. So I want to urge them to push our messages.
So if people have their team, okay, maybe let me go take the next person.
Okay, thank you so much. So to this caller, good evening.
I made majority of Liberian people already.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Jimmy William. I call you from Johnsonville.
Yeah, go ahead, Chief.
Yeah, I want to encourage every young people, especially listening to the door, listen to the name. I want to recommend to them to go all out. Especially, I want them to reach out in Johnsonville because we are not seeing the banner and the poster around Johnsonville. There are a lot of you men of support base for communities in Johnsonville. So that matter is serious. I want you to also reach to us here in Johnsonville so we can better have discussion because there are a lot of young people that in Johnsonville here that is support.
Yeah, please take my number and call me, please.
In fact, according to Seku, hopefully the guy will going to be here every Wednesday. I don't know when it's going to happen, but
it will happen every Wednesday up to the end of the campaign.
Seku, somebody make you confused with me. Go ahead.
What the person say?
Marcel Joe, right? Am I correct?
Yeah.
Wow. Is it what? The volunteer campaign manager.
Yeah, you can volunteer, but you can't give yourself position. You can volunteer to campaign, but you can't make yourself manager. Just for that.
Okay. Okay. Sarah's.
You take our number.
Thank you so much. And in fact, they will call their numbers so that you people can call them, because myself I answering calls and so forth, back and forth. Thank God they got yeah, go ahead. But man, I'm okay though, even though the weather trying to control us, but Seku will not allow the weather to control us. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Open the number 4.
Yeah, you got drilled well. Most often, you can like people about our incoming president, Kumi, the good way he about to do for Liberian people. But it's so sad to tell you guys, and the Ghana in the state, they all remind Liberian to take the right decision. My prayer to God Almighty, whether Liberian people are willing to listen, because if you look back, if you feel like back, Liberian were praying to say, if you kill my mind, kill my back, I will vote for you. But now it's in the shoe of Liberian people to say, you know, boy, not no boy will vote for you. I don't know the Google to you guys talking. I don't know Liberian people are willing to listen to you guys.
No, say what are we are waiting?
Yeah, what are we are waiting? What are we are waiting? Because Liberian these days they are living their mouth to vote Jowia. The second time, because everywhere you go Jowia.
No. Say so Liberians.
Every monkey carrying their own thing.
You can't just say Liberians. You have to say Liberian. Oh no, we can't take you. Keep a course coming to 778 339 That's the number.
Maybe we'll take 2 more, then we'll take a few calls from the diaspora while we were on the radio.
Yes, indeed. Second, you are correct. So let me just take 1 or 2 more, as you said already. So to this caller, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, my dear. Go ahead quickly. Your name and from where Johns.
I don't know where my name is Clarence Durante. I'm calling for Portland.
Okay, go ahead, Clarence.
Yeah,
From where?
Portland.
The caller which just called.
No, go ahead. Tell your own. Forget about other people.
It's okay, Mabel. It's okay. So long you're not going to insult. It's okay.
Just because of the care they have for the country, you guys don't want to come to president in our country. So they come like we are always to go and talk about like that. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for being part of the show. And to this caller, you'll be our last caller right here in Liberia. Good evening. Hello. All right, so let me see what I can take this one. Good evening.
Good evening. How you doing, bro?
But yeah, I'm great. Thank God. Your name and from where Johns.
Well, thank you so much for the platform. I need to talk about Williams to join your table lieutenant discussion from the Joe Barrexin. Yeah, first of all, let me firstly express my disenchantment as it relates to why 2FA is now reaching as far as the channel.
Disenchantment. Hello, excuse me. Did you say disenchantment?
About what?
Yeah, for the essential 2FA frequency at the channel. You know, I'm one of the.
What are you talking about?
Hello. You can't say 2FM extension of frequency. That's two different things you are saying. 2FM. Hello.
Excuse me. Let me lay the basis well.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm trying to say the gravity of 2FM, you know, the frequency indicator is a serious difficult task for some of us.
Meaning?
Yeah, like for me, mostly I'm not succeeding in getting it.
Where are you? Which part of Grand Bassa County are you?
From digital, let me go to the point.
No, we just, excuse me. We want to get it straight. Which district are you? Tell us. I'm a technician. I read it in studio. Don't mind me because I'm on the radio. Go ahead. You said?
You mean correctly?
My man, I said go ahead. I'm a
The
technician.
area where you can get the frequency.
Okay, I'm trying to say that the gravity of 2FM frequency indicator is a very, is a kind of a bad situation.
No.
Okay.
No, it's not
It's
true.
okay. Let me call another time to talk about that one. Let me call the technician and we'll fix that one later on. That's not a conversation right now. It's taking our time.
Okay, go ahead, Chief. No problem. Go ahead.
Okay, on my point, first, let me applaud our young brothers video, for taking on to the mantle of leadership of disseminating the good news for the CPP. As you have said, for me, I pray that if for any reasons the CPP does not win, the JMP should take the mantle of leadership for transformation of Liberia, so Liberia can be rescued as a minister chair.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Not on the waste. So, Seku, yeah, go ahead and yes.
Yes,
Even
so
though there's some difficulty, maybe doing technical problem, maybe for the past or maybe one day. So if you don't get all, it doesn't mean that if I win that. But go ahead, Seku.
yeah, my man, we always hearing people calling from
From all over Lofa County.
from
Yeah,
Lofa,
you're right.
from Bummy Hill, from Cape Mount. Every day, people calling from different part of Liberia, from all the way in Nima County. So if that person not get it, maybe that person radio is not working. Yeah, or maybe the main radio antenna broke. He put the antenna on. But whatever the case is, we appreciate people following us from everywhere, and we appreciate Truth FM. So, folks, if you're in the diaspora, you want to say something, we're going to take maybe like a 2 or 3 calls. When you call in, 30 second maximum. Look at me, want to say 30 minutes. When you say 30, when you get 30 minutes to Labra, man, then we will all go to sleep before we move on here. So, 30 seconds each. If you call in, we'll give you time to speak to our young people who were just appointed. Beyond that, you can also speak to about the problem, about what actually happened today. And if you think it was a good thing, we talk about it. If you have a problem with any part of it, you can also talk about that so that you can learn from it. Mr. Saros, aka Brazilian Monk, how are you, sir?
What's going on? What's up, guys?
My man, we're
Hi
here.
to your studio guest, man.
Go ahead, sir.
Program today, I could feel the energy. I just want to give a quick advice on the campaign trail that lead young guys, because the vast majority of the voters are young people, so they can relate. They need to simplify the message and just make it like a choice issue. It's an option. You don't have to explain too much in campaigning. You just want to separate your candidate from the rest of the pack, and if they can drill down the message for young people, that will be it. Tell them, man, 6 months, 6 years is not 6 weeks or 6 months. Your life depends on it. And Georgia growing for 12 years is now only 12 years. It takes more time to rebuild than to destroy. So once they understand that, I believe it will be easier for them to make a better decision. That's my contribution for today. Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much. Caller, what is your name and where are you calling from? 30 seconds.
Is it me?
Yes.
Okay. Hi, Seku. My name is Jackson. I'm calling from Minnesota.
ahead,
I just want to congratulate I just want to congratulate the 2 young men in there. I mean, thank you guys. You're continuous to do what you guys are doing. You guys are doing a great job. And young Liberians in Liberia, this is your revolution. You got to take care of it. You got to nurture it. You got to fight for what is right. For 18 years, you have given these people power. You give the Unity Party and the CDC power for 18 years. Look at your life. Your life is not good today. You got to fight. You got to fight for a better life. You got nothing to lose. You got nothing to lose. You got to fight this thing like you want it. Mr. Cummings is your guy. Join him in this fight. Believe me, you will not regret it. Thank you, Seku.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
So
we are out of time. So the team there in Liberia, you guys can give your closing comment. So we'll see you guys on Wednesday. Those of you who contributed after we spoke, I saw the 2 contributions. Somebody saying $20, the other person saying $25. We appreciate it. Yeah. So you guys can go ahead and make your parting comment under 1 minute because we already leaving now.
Okay,
But
so
we're gonna bring you guys on every Wednesday, so maybe we'll get ready for them every Wednesday. Okay.
So yeah, we just want to say thanks to you, Chief Seku, Mayborn, the entire SKTV team. And we want to say thanks to the CPP, thanks to our Cummings Intellectual Mobilization Team family for this great opportunity. We look forward to always engaging with the Liberian people through this medium. Thank you so very kindly.
Thank you.
Yes. So thank you again, Mr. Kane, and thanks to Mabon, our brother, and thanks to our followers of SKTV, supporters of the CPP, and a very big thank you to the CPP National Campaign Team, and a very, very big thank you to the next president of the Republic of Liberia in Alexander Benedict Cummings, and to Councillor Charlie Brunskin, the next vice president, for giving us the opportunity, the mantle of authority to take the message out to the people. And we reaffirm to commit in doing this, because the struggle is our struggle, and we will do everything to give Liberia back to the right people, because the future of this country relies on the young people, and Liberians and Liberia as a nation deserve better. We will do this with our blood and sweat. We'll not just be on the radio. On election days, we're encouraging young people to protect their votes, and we will protect our votes as well, because Liberia deserves better. This government do not deserve a second chance. Neither the United Party deserve a second chance.
Truth
Liberia
FM
at this moment
96.1,
deserve better.
Soul
Thank
of
you.
Liberia.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. We appreciate you guys. Thank you, everyone, and thank you to the team. So, folks, you can stay here if you still want to be here to conclude the show for today. Yes, so while I was talking, another person sent $50, say no name, please. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. We appreciate your support. Yeah, so I just got a message from someone, Mr. George Wishno, that's supposed to come here today. You know, they were very busy today at the party headquarters, and they will not make it to the show today. The message came a little while ago, but I was on the show, so I couldn't read it. So I just read it, and I'll also reply, and hopefully Mr. Wishno will come on as soon as possible, because he was named as the campaign chairman for Monserrato. And Monserrato is the elephant in the room when it comes to vote-rich county. Monserrato alone carries about 800,000 votes, and hopefully the CPP people will invest a lot of time and resources into Monserrato to make sure that they can win Monserrato. If they win Monserrato, as they are saying, and win at least 60 to 70% in Grand Bassa County, and win about 30,000 votes in Nimba, just 30,000 votes out of 300. If they can win just 30,000 votes and win another 30,000 votes in Bon County, and win at least 25,000 votes or 20,000 votes in Magibi, there will be no reason that CPP will not go to the second round. In fact, with that number, they could clinch the first space, the first spot. If they got that number, if they got at least, if they win Monserrato, that means if they win Monserrato, they'll have to get at least 300,000 votes or more. But even at 250,000 votes, and get another 50 or 60,000 votes in Grand Bassa, to 250,000 plus another 50,000, that'll be 300,000, and win at least 20,000 in Magibi, and win Maryland, and win at least 30,000 in Bon County. They could win more than that, given what we know about the behind the scene, the game they've been playing over there. I think they're making huge progress there based on information available to us. You know, some of these people, they are angry today, and I can understand. I can understand. You know, when you are in a competition, the best place to be is to be the underdog. When you are underdog, some people support you because of that. Because some people just gravitate towards underdog, even in a soccer match or even in sport. In sport, some people love to support underdog. In politics, the louder mouth is not the best all the time. The louder mouth in the Liberian politics, the louder mouth in the Liberian politics is the Unity Party. Way louder than the CPP, way louder than even the current government in power. And sometimes the louder you become, some people can just hate you for being arrogant, for being so loud, for being so entitled, feeling so entitled, so undeserving entitlement, or some false sense of entitlement. Some people can hate you just because of that. But if you are quiet, you comport yourself responsibly, respectfully, some people can love you just because of that. Even in our daily life, person who speak in soft tone, with respect, with logic, people turn to gravitate towards that person as somebody who will come here and start shouting and start talking a lot of garbage, being pompous, being showing some level of arrogance. Some people can just hate you because of that. I don't know if you have paid attention to most of these talk shows. Most of the talk shows, they will not give any positive outcome. They will not give any positive rating to this program that just happened today. Because why? It will make their job difficult. It will make their job difficult in the sense that it will be like they're not working. Because they said they have been saying that CPP is nothing. CPP doesn't have the number. Now, all of a sudden, to see the CPP even talking about who will win most of all, not even they say they will compete. They say they will win. And they are very confident. They are very confident about winning most of all. And from all indication, I think they can win most of all. Something happened today. Mr. Kumi said something today when he was speaking. He said that 4-round victory information that has been perpetuated by the ruling party and the Unity Party, he said is a nonsense. And if something does not make sense, it's a nonsense. He said the only candidate that have a chance, he is not saying I'm going to win first round. He said the person that could have a chance to win first round will be Alexander Cummings. He said that. I don't know where the confidence level is coming from, but Cummings have said a few things. Somebody would think he's a bluster. Somebody would think, he's just bluffing. But they have come to pass. He said when he was challenged about the CPP, he said CPP will be on the ballot. He will run for president. It happened. He said when he was taken to court illegally, he said he will win the case. And he did. When he was the chairman of the CPP, he said CPP will win majority of the seat in the Senatorial by-election. People thought he was joking. He did. People were concerned, where is this man getting all this confidence from? But it happened. It happened. So all these people that are angry right now, United Party people, they are angry for the fact that CPP putting this kind of number up under the rain. Imagine if this was a dry day. Not everyone will have the courage to go out under the rain. Not everybody will do that. Some people are restricted because of health issue. Some people, when they go under the rain, they got sick. Especially Africa, Liberia, malaria. Some people, when we beat them, they got cold. They got sick easily. Some people, why is it that Joseph Barker is not going out? Because Joseph Barker is not well. And they force him to go. They dissuaded him not to go through his procedure here. They told him to go to Liberia after the election. They will bring him back. They even told him that he will win, that he will enjoy presidential immunity, that he will get presidential treatment at the expense of the country. So they wanted him to go by and just run in the election. For them to see CPP that they say is dead, to see CPP putting up that kind of number, it shocked them. They are not happy about it. I think CPP people should build on this momentum by making sure these campaign managers for all the counties, it should not be about just name. It should not just be about name calling. Let them be functional, active up to the election day. Not just because you call your name, then you boss man up. No, you got to put in the work. One thing I can tell you for sure, I trust Senator Jala. Henry Yala, I'm sorry. I trust Senator Henry Yala, the former senator of Lofa County. Because he has done something that I'm not saying many people are doing. He organized a very big rally along with the CPP that surprised many people about Lofa County. And he also managed to have about 1,000 plus pastors. As a matter of fact, when you were naming the campaign team today for Lofa County, there was some additional, name that were mentioned that we never heard about before. And CPP did something today. Maybe people don't know. Somebody didn't pay attention to it. United Party came to redo their campaign naming because they were criticized for being very tribalistic and now also being religious conscious. So when they revamp or they redo, they added more names. Some of the people that they don't even know they own the campaign team. They added more names just for the people to say, yeah, they got some Mango people now, or they got some Muslim people now. That's what they did it for. There's no genuine in it. There's no honesty in it. But what I saw today, when Louis Brown mentioned a couple of females, including Aisha Conant, Aisha Kone she's very, very influential Mandingo woman. She contributed immensely to the election of Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, especially 2005. She's very resourceful, very respected, and influential. So to see her on the campaign team as one of the advisors, CPP, I think they are working behind the scene. I think they've been working. Yeah, Aisha Kone, she's a female. So she is not only her, I heard from other names that I know. I don't know how they managed to catch those people, but those people then they are influential. They can bring a lot of vote. Trust me, I know. I know them. I know what they have done. I know their influence. That was a good catch. However, I want to take this time to say thank you to all of you. To those of you that contributed. And most of you say no name, but I want to say thank you again. We'll be here tomorrow. Hopefully, Steve will be here tomorrow. You know, when it's weekend, Steve can help me get some rest. I can still come on, but I'm not forced to actually start the show because I do this now 5 days a week or 7 days a week. It's very challenging. Sometimes I gotta go hustle at night, come home early morning, and then not enough sleep, and I gotta do show. That's why someday you can see me. I'm sleepy because when I can't have enough sleep before I wake up for show. And sometimes when I come home, my phone, if I don't turn my phone off, I can't even sleep. So, but I have to do the show. I promise to come on the show here every day until the election day. And I'm doing it because of you. There's nothing that can compensate what we do more than appreciating it. Money can make it. Money is not even enough. Nothing, no amount of money can really compensate what we do. But when you appreciate it, that's what I love. That motivates me. That gives me courage to do more. That's why when some of you call and check on us, especially if we don't do show like a day or two, you be concerned, say, what's going on? You're calling Steve, texting him. I appreciate that so much. It means that you people care. It means that you value what we do. And you respect us for what we do. Not every day you're gonna like what we say, what we do, and how we do it. But at least, regardless, you care. And every now and then we come here, we ask you to contribute. Not everybody contributing every day, but at least 1 or 2 people will send in $10, $20, $50, sometimes $100, even more. Those things, it may not be big to you, but it means a lot to us. It is something that we call a token of appreciation. Some of you sending us $5, you know very well we can get $5 for ourselves. We know why we can be so grateful and appreciate that $5, that $10, because where it's coming from. The mindset alone. As a Muslim, we believe that somebody who cannot appreciate the little one will never appreciate the big one. And someone who cannot appreciate their fellow human being can never appreciate God who created us. So everything we do, everything you do, we appreciate everything. Believe me. You guys are great. You know, despite all the attack, disrespect from some of those unscrupulous elements, we are still motivated by the presence of some of you. So that's why no matter what happens, who say what to us, will come on the show. You know, I love my country, and I love the Liberian people. Believe me. Through doing show, let me just say this first and foremost. Before Facebook, we used to be very involved in politics. We used to have something called listserv. Listserv is like our email listing on Yahoo that we used to communicate with, mostly discussing politics, discussing tribalism, discussing people who are involved in nepotism, discussing government and people. That's how I even got to know most of those fellows that I know that are involved in politics now. The late Nangbe J. Nangbe, he was one of the founder of one of the listserv. And our brother over there on the other talk show, Dennis Jar, Dr. Baba, Councillor Frederick Jewe, and most of those guys that back then we never have Facebook. We used to discuss politics. But some people just got into this politics thing because of Facebook, and they still want to measure arm with people that have been there for a very long time. But you know, it is what it is. We can all contribute one way or the other to the growth of our country. But we all not the same. We all don't have the same passion. That's why a lot of people can't stand working with some politicians. Because if their motive if their expectation is to go and get huge money from the politician, or maybe to be on the phone with the politician every day, if that expectation is not met, they go crazy. They insult, they disrespect, just to get that politician attention. I've seen it a lot. I've seen it. I've seen a lot of people going against Commish, not because they don't trust Commish, not because they don't believe in him, but because they are not getting the attention that they are expecting from him. Some of them attacking him, insulting him, disrespecting him, not because they don't believe in him, but because they are not getting the money they expect to get from him. So the only thing that can drive you to do what we're doing for Liberia is the passion and love you have for your country. No amount of money can make you to do it. There are a lot of people that have started talk show. Where did they go? Nowhere. They don't have the patience. They don't have the courage. Hey, Shiana Jones, how you doing? How are you? You know, I know a lot of people here. Some of them started watching us at doing this campaign season. Moving around. And we've been following Liberian politics. We have discussed so many issues. But what I can tell you, the same way you appreciate us for doing what we're doing here on SKTV and elsewhere, that's how much we appreciate you guys for being committed to SKTV, that every time we come on, you two will come on to watch us, to talk to us, to contribute to us, to participate in our conversation. That's why I don't like to block anybody. That's why I want everybody to behave as mature adults and responsible people, so that we can all have our, have a mature discussion, discussing the issue. We can disagree, but we can still be respectful to each other. The same way you appreciate us for taking our time to come here. We appreciate you for taking your time to come here and watch us. Some of you will be here for the whole time we will be here. 2 hours, 30 minutes, 3 hours. Some of you will be working here and there, working at the same time, monitoring sometimes. I know some of my sisters can cover their head with the Bluetooth at work, acting like they're not listening to anything, but they'll be doing their work at the same time listening to the show. Until somebody talk to them, call their attention, they'll be like, oh, yeah, I hear you. Because they're not paying attention. You do all of that, stay watching SKTV. We appreciate you. Some can be here. If they're not their working time, they will be here throughout, the show. So yes, we will let it go today. We have been here for almost 1 hour, 2 hours and 15 minutes. Yeah, so I know some of you can do it. Sometimes somebody will be talking to them, they're not paying attention, but nobody knows what they are doing because they are not talking, they wouldn't listen, enjoying the show, but their attentions are called, then they'll be jagging. Yeah. So, all of you do that because of love, for your country. You don't want anything to pass you. You want to be informed. You are concerned about the well-being of your people. We appreciate that too. But yes, we'll be here. Like I've said before on this show, we intend to take the SKTV to the next level. We intend to have our own radio station in Liberia. And down the line, we will also like to have SKTV TV station, not only radio station, but also a TV station. So we are not stopping where we are right now. We intend to go bigger and bigger, which we believe will benefit us, will benefit you, it will benefit the country. It will also give us some leverage. It will give us leverage as to how we can contribute to the growth and survival of our country. So when we're ready to do that, it's challenging. It has some financial challenges. It has some physical challenges, but we need the contribution of all of you. Whether you can contribute to us in Liberia, in the United States, you can contribute to us physically, financially, morally, whatever you can do to make sure we are successful in our endeavors. We appreciate it. But with the campaign going on right now, everybody kind of busy giving all their time and their money, everything to their various campaign. We will not put any burden on you now. But SKTV is here to stay. We want to make sure people we support will be holding them accountable, because we cannot encourage people to support you and then you make us shame that we all sit back supposedly doing nothing about it. No. That's why we want to make sure we improve SKTV to the level where we'll not be afraid of saying anything because somebody don't want us to say certain thing. We want to make sure we maintain our independence so that we can be the voice that we have always been for the Liberian people and care less about who is in power or who is not in power. Nobody is 100% neutral. No. unless they lie to you. But when it comes to professionalism, we have to exhibit some level of neutrality to make sure that everybody feel that sense of belonging. That sense of belonging. You know, everybody will feel, oh, SKTV, that all our TV, that all our platform. But if you are supporting the wrong thing, you do not expect me to support that. If you are supporting the wrong people, the bad people who destroy our country, people that got no mind, no heart for other Liberians, if you're supporting them, you can't count me, you know, in that. There will be time we disagree, there will be time we agree, but overall, SKT belongs to all of us. I'm about to go now. Somebody calling. Hello? Hello? Okay, the person hang up. Yeah, so folks, that's it for today. We appreciate your time. I love you all. You have a good beginning of the weekend. Today is Friday. Tomorrow we'll be here. Hopefully, if Mr. Wishno can make some adjustment, maybe we'll have it tomorrow. But I believe for sure we'll have Chairman Musa Ability here on Sunday to discuss what happened today and what they are planning on doing moving forward with the CPP. Like I say, I love you all, and we'll see you here tomorrow. Perhaps Steve will be here to start the show. Oh, come on. And maybe myself will come on to start the show, regardless. I'll try whatever I can do to. Where is Kumi's song? Kumi's. If I don't see Kumi's song, I'll play some romantic song. Song that I can pull some men into sleep, or some female into sleep. I'm not saying it about way. Just for the love of people that are deep in love.
First time I saw your face, I knew I was in love. Baby, your smile takes my breath away. And they can say what I want, girl, I don't mind. As long as you are by my side. Baby, you smile of paradise. Baby, girl, come be my love life. How many times do you want me to say I love you? Cause then I tell the world I do. Even you want me, girl, I do.
My old man making me laugh. My old man, if you told that one again, I'll put my personal number up there. You see, they owe my hair, and my old man, but she can give me her time. They owe my hair till when she dressed up nicely, beautifully. She put lipstick and makeup and everything. And she told Levy, say, I just do the one for my son Siku. I dressed nicely, beautifully for my son Siku. But then when we took the dancing stage now, then she's not dancing at home, and she can't beat me. But you want to come here now and come talk about, I love you, Omar. I'm a real Omar there. Yeah, but Omar, the next time you tell that thing, I will put my number up there. So me and some people, they can, can start playing the music. We're not doing anything. We just play the music. So if you say that again, We'll start playing the music together with some people there. Because you won't put me in trouble. Yeah, the woman won't put me in trouble. Believe me. So let me go back to the song. Let me go back to that song before I go.
First time I saw your face, I knew I was in love. Baby, your smile takes my breath away. And they can say what I want, girl, I don't mind. As long as you are by my side. Baby, you smile of paradise. Baby, girl, come be my love life. How many times do you want me to say I love you? Cause then I tell the world I do.